Welcome, welcome, welcome everyone to this Everything Affiliate Marketing Just a Conversation event with my dear friend that I have over here, John Spain. And we're going to be talking about affiliate marketing and everything business and just kind of have a nice conversation of journeys, experiences to hopefully encourage each and every one of the online business owners that are attending these events or watching the replay that it doesn't have to be difficult, it doesn't have to be hard, it doesn't have to be exhausting to be able to build a successful online business that brings in a little bit of income or a lot depending on what your life goal is. And John and I met several years ago on online space, network marketing area and trainings. We have the same mentors and we met and connected and got into a mastermind group where we were meeting once a week to learn how to just work together with other people. As many of you may have read Napoleon Hill's Think and Grow Rich, where he talks about the mastermind, which is really the lifeblood of business. And if you can't connect with other entrepreneurs and just share your thoughts, your goals, your desires, and get encouragement from one another, you're really out there all by yourself, but you don't have to be. And that group has been meeting for over 4 years now, and it just seemed to be something that we all collaborated and got together and became good friends and encouragers, and it just keeps on growing, keeps on going. And out of all the groups, I think there was like 8 or 9 groups that were meeting back then. This is the only group that was continuing to meet. So you want to be able to do that and build a good, solid support system and foundation. And I just want to give you a few little statistics here about affiliate marketing that maybe you aren't aware of. And first of all, affiliate marketing is a multi-billion-dollar global industry. And I fell into affiliate marketing by accident, and through our mentor Gavin Montford, that was the first opportunity that I had to actually learn how to promote a specific product. And Dr. Shelby is here. Hey, Doc, thanks for joining us. I'm just doing a little introduction here. So if you want to keep yourself muted until we get to a point where if you have questions, you can unmute yourself. And so I found out how to promote a product. And that's one of the things that you'll want to learn to do is what is affiliate marketing and how do you promote something. And then online affiliate marketers earn an average of $62,000 a year. Now that's, a nice side gig, really it is. Maybe that's all you need for an annual income, but it's a nice amount. And then 75% of affiliate marketing managers are female. I didn't know that. I know that now. The top affiliate networks have over 150,000 affiliates. So there's all kinds of companies that offer an affiliate opportunity that many people aren't even aware of. They don't even know how to go find an opportunity to be an affiliate for different companies. And then web hosting is one of the most popular and lucrative forms of affiliate marketing programs today. And we're going to talk a little bit about that today. So my dear friend here, John, he's in New Zealand, so he's in tomorrow. I'm here on Monday, and he's on Tuesday, and I love it with this online opportunity, especially since COVID, with so many people are now aware of the fact that you can be everywhere, anywhere, any time of the day now without any problems, without any bad weather and traveling and snowstorms and all that kind of stuff. You can just do it virtually. So I would like to just ask you to please give us a warm welcome for Mr. John Spain. And thank you for choosing to be here with me today, John. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, MJ. It's very, very kind of you to invite me. As you mentioned, we've known each other for quite a few years now. We met under the same mentor, and we started a mastermind group. And I was asked to be facilitator, which was interesting because I hadn't even used Zoom myself, let alone to host a meeting, let alone to. But we all learnt together, and we became very, very good friends, and we've learned and shared so much over the time. And it's a lot of water under the bridge over many, many conversations, but it's that bond which has kept us together, and that friendship, and that that's just made such a difference. I think one of the things with working online is that you start off alone. You're there alone, and if you can get with a group of people that you can share with, you realize that someone that you can bounce ideas off, someone that you're just not doing it on your own, you can talk to. It just makes such a difference.
Oh yeah, for sure. And I remember that during the mastermind period, that's where we would teach each other how to use Zoom, and we even use that as opportunities to practice our presentations on one another. And we weren't sitting there saying, "Oh, I'm not going to show my slides to these people because they're going to want a copy of them and steal them from me." No, you don't have that poverty attitude. It was like, these are supporters. These are people that are encouraging me, and I want to encourage them as well. So it really was an awesome experience that will be forever remembered, and also will probably continue to feed the members of that mastermind. So I'm just so excited to be able to let everybody know that we did meet, we have met, we are still connected, and we've moved in different venues. I started out with a beauty company back in 2015, and ended up moving into some little bit affiliate marketing, and got into coaching and became a life and business coach. And I know John and I was working as an accountant full time, 50 hours, 60 hours a week, while I was trying to coach. And I know, John, when you first started the online space, you were working for somebody as well.
Yep.
So would you like to just share a little bit of your journey on getting, working with an employer, moving into an MLM or whatever company, whatever ways that you were making extra income with us? That would be awesome.
Yeah, sure. Yep, exactly the same. We, Heather and I both worked full time initially, and we did pretty well, but we just found that prices were going up. We wanted to do more. We loved to travel, and we wanted to do that a little bit more often than just the time that you had to do it. And we'd been looking. We had looked at affiliate marketing like decades prior, and that was even before the internet. And we looked at that kind of stuff, and we'd struggled with it. We'd had a go, and it kind of had fallen off the track, I suppose. And then so with the internet and with social media and all that kind of stuff, it seemed a lot more easier to do some of the stuff and reach a bigger audience, I guess, than just your when most people start, they write a list. They go through the list of friends and family pretty quick. And so having the opportunity to reach a bigger audience just seemed to be something that was going to be so much simpler. And so we started looking at things, and found a program that we thought we was comfortable with promoting, and we did. And then we found that it wasn't quite as simple as we thought. Even although you have a massive audience and literally millions of people you have access to, that doesn't mean that you're any better at sharing something than you were the first time you tried. And that's kind of how you and I met, was that we had been struggling, and so we reached out for a mentor, and got the guidance and the right help, the way that to do this thing the right way. Because when you start out, you just don't know. And
you don't really know. You just do what you see everybody else doing.
Absolutely.
But you're not sure if it's going to work or not. Until you get that red flag. You better stop what you're doing. You're going to end up in Facebook jail. And you go, "Oh, okay. I don't know what I was doing, but I'm going to stop." Yeah, exactly. It was so much back there we didn't know. And you don't know what you don't know until you get in trouble.
Absolutely right. And you start off small. I was very fortunate that where I worked, I could slowly cut down my hours, which is what I eventually did. So that worked out well for me. It meant that I could still do a little bit of work, but also have more time. because it does take time. And if you're working a 8-9 hour day, and then you come home and you only have a little short time to focus on something, inevitably sometime along the line you think, oh, I just won't do anything tonight, I don't feel like it. So and one of the things we learn over time is consistency is the key of doing a little bit in whatever time you've got, and that may only be an hour a day, but at least being consistent doing that. So yeah, just over time slowly transitioned from a more of a employment based to now working completely online full time. And yourself and the others in the mastermind have been such a huge benefit to me and with my growth, because I could literally, no matter what questions I had, no matter how dumb I felt or mistakes I were making, I could actually talk to somebody and share my experiences in an environment that was completely friendly. And it didn't matter, because I mean, sometimes when you see people in these big meetings and they ask questions, but you think, I'm not going to ask that.
Exactly.
so
don't tell me to raise my hand, because I'm not raising it. I know, it's crazy. Even no matter how much someone's in pain and wants help, they're so fearful of what somebody's going to think of their question, they don't ask it. They just continue to go on suffering. It doesn't have to be that way.
No, you don't have to be alone, and because everyone's in exactly the same boat. We all have to learn this stuff some way, and we all make mistakes when we're doing it. And I guess when you're young, as a little kid, you make all kinds of mistakes, and that doesn't matter. That's just the way it is. But as you get older, and when you start to get out into the workforce and that kind of stuff, it's kind of frowned upon, because if you make a mistake, if you do something wrong, well, you've got to redo it again. Well, that costs someone money, and so we're kind of thought, no, it's a bad thing. But you got to realize that when you're learning something new, you're going to make mistakes, you're going to get things wrong, and that's okay. And you just got to give yourself, the just accept that and give yourself the grace that, well, it'll happen. Keep doing it, and you will eventually get it. It's like talking here now on a video. Some people cringe away from ever talking to somebody online, getting it wrong, saying the wrong, but yeah, you got to learn somewhere.
Well, it's just do it. It's okay. You'll be forgiven.
Absolutely. And we all, you look at the content we wrote 5 or 6 years ago, you look at the videos we did 5 or 6 years ago, you look at all these different things, and you think, oh, jeepers. But somehow it worked. Just the sheer fact that you're doing it, makes all that difference.
Yeah. And then, John, when my statement about web hosting is one of the most popular and lucrative forms of affiliate marketing programs, we know about NowSite, which is a website builder that I was using for about 4 years in my business, because it had everything that I needed. And it also has an affiliate program attached to it, but it was one at that time that you had to pay a monthly fee to be an affiliate. And I think things have changed with that. But there's, when you talk about, again, web hosting, you've got Namecheap. You can be an affiliate with Namecheap, GoDaddy. You don't even have to have an account with them as far as purchasing products to be an affiliate and promote that option for people. Now, with especially affiliate marketing, and if you want to do it right and get your emails out there and not have them go in the spam folder, you have to have it coming from a website address. Yep. So the best thing to do is to purchase a web address, get yourself branded, and then, let people know if they're interested, they can use your affiliate link, and then you make money. And that's a recurring income, because most of the time those are either monthly income recurring or annual. Most people, that when they buy a website address, they keep it for years and years and years. They don't let it go. And you got GoDaddy, and you've got, I think, Wix, and you've got, I know there's like Shopify stores and stuff like that. There's all kinds of web-based applications that you can either use or just be an affiliate for them. So I know with AI coming out and the changes that everybody's trying to adjust to, moving into that AI digital world, that you have a platform that you've been using that I think you're finding very exciting and beneficial for you and helping you since you've retired now and can work your business full time, growing your business and building a team. Tell us a little bit about that.
Yes, absolutely. AI was something that I probably looked at 18 months ago and thought, oh, I don't know. I think it'll be a bit of a fad, probably not for me.
I'm too old, right, John? John, I'm too old, right?
And I started playing with ChatGPT a little bit and had some, it was obviously really made things a lot easier. You could ask it questions and stuff like that. But I think one of the things that I've learned so much with AI is it still has to be your voice. And that was the difficult bit of how it's easier if you can have a platform that you can actually train. So you can give it some, perhaps some of your writing style, some knowledge about you, the type of people that you're looking for, all this kind of stuff, what your avatar is, what your the audience that you're trying to build, that you're trying to connect with. And that's what has changed so much. And one of the platforms that I'm using at the moment, Ruby AI, they have what they call personas. So you can you build a picture of the person that you're looking for, and that can be as simple as you might have you might know an influencer in your industry that you really admire, and the things they do. You can actually put perhaps their Instagram profile or their Facebook profile or something like that into the system, and it will extract all that information from them, and so that means that when you start to ask it to create content, it will use all that information. So it'll know the demographic of the people, it'll know their pain points, it'll know their ages, it'll know what sex, what their income, all that kind of stuff. It'll pull in, so it sounds much more in the type of style that you're looking for. And obviously, you still need to review everything you do, because when you're putting it out there, it's coming from you. So, you have to be responsible for everything you put out there. But AI can just make it so much simpler. And that's what I've found, that particularly when you're doing regular content on a regular basis, and if you can get all that done, perhaps spend a few hours a week doing a lot of that stuff, so perhaps all your posting is done for the week. I do a lot of graphics and video and that kind of thing, and I know when you're looking for graphics, for example, you can take your own photos and that kind of thing, but sometimes you're looking for something that just can portray the image, the emotion, the feeling that you want. Well, why not ask your AI platform to generate a picture of whatever. I did one recently where I was talking about laptop lifestyle, and I said, well, I was looking for a male figure somewhere in the age between, say, 30 to 40, with a laptop somewhere near him, with a drink nearby, near an infinity pool shaded by, and voila, you've got so it's just amazing what AI can do now, and how it can help you kind of brand yourself and bring that kind of story of you together in a way that attracts people's attention. Because somehow you got to stop the scroll. The one disadvantage of social media is just there's so much stuff out there, and it's just coming at you all the time. And if you can stop the scroll and get someone's attention just for a little bit, it can be enough just to change the outcome. And I'm finding it's helping a lot with that, with allowing me to do things quicker and simpler. And in actual fact, I'm finding it's kind of reinvigorated my interest in the industry, because I find it really exciting to work with it. It's really intrigued to see how far it goes.
That's great. And I think that it also helps with us recognizing if we don't have that graphic skill, that we don't really have to have it now because of AI. I know I found a platform I'm using to build my presentation slides for my workshops and stuff. So, I go in ChatGPT and start getting the information I need, and then go back through it and fine tune it and set it all out drop it in there, and it creates the actual presentation for me. So it's really changing things, making things much easier, and still able to make it my content, but they put it into slide format for me, so I don't have to go hunt for a picture and hunt for that and this and the other thing. It's really, really neat.
Mm.
But I love the idea and the thoughts of what you're talking about with this platform that is, like you were saying, and like all in one, where you don't have to know how to do everything because it will do it for you. That's awesome. That's
Yep.
incredible.
And having it all in one place, your image is stored in the same place. If you're doing videos, are stored in the same place. If you've asked using certain prompts to ask for whatever results, if you don't know how to create a series of emails, for example, there's a whole lot of modules. So it actually you create the module to generate a series of emails, and it'll prompt you with questions. It'll ask what information it needs from you, and then if you're looking for how to create a social media post, you look for the module on social media posts. If you're looking for one to create menus, you use that module. So it's getting easier all the time. But again, as easy as it is, you still need to check it and verify, make sure that you're comfortable with what it produces. It is a tool; it's not a replacement. So,
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. So talk to us for a minute about how you're building your team. What is that doing, and how are you doing that?
Most of the way, it's really just networking and having conversations and just reaching out to people, and that can be in so many places. On a social media platform. One of the simplest things is every single day it tells you who's having a birthday, so you can reach out to somebody and say, hey, MJ, it's your birthday, happy birthday, how are you getting on? We haven't chatted for a while. And it's just a matter of being genuine, not being pushy, not be just having a general conversation with someone and just seeing how they're getting on. How are you getting on? We haven't chatted for a while. Oh, well, I've had a bit of a rough time lately. My hours have been cut in my job. Well, gosh, and just show empathy, be compassionate, just a general conversation with somebody. And birthdays are some of the ways, meeting people, noticing what other people post, the different comments and the things they're making. In most cases, you can start up a conversation with somebody, and it's just a matter of practicing and just finding out about people. And inevitably, people love to talk about themselves.
Well, you want them to, because you don't
Absolutely.
want to talk about you, because that's going to turn them off.
Yeah, absolutely. And generally from a conversation, you can find some people's pains points, and if you have a product, service, or whatever that could potentially help them with some of them pain points, then you may see an opportunity to share that. If you feel that's appropriate, it may not be. You may have a conversation with someone, they're doing incredibly well, they're really happy, everything's going great. Well, the last thing you want to do is chuck a link at them to
Exactly.
it's just a matter of
Yeah.
being a genuine, decent person
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is having a conversation with someone. And I think that's what I have never used Telegram in my life, and recently, because of a program I'm working with, they've decided to use Telegram, and I joined it. And within 30 seconds, I had somebody come back to me and say, "Hello, did you realize you can make money from rudder?" And I thought,
Exactly. Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah. It's a very spammy platform. Yeah, for sure.
and even you see people do posts on social media saying perhaps their pet has passed or someone in their family is incredibly ill and that kind of stuff. So they get a whole lot of people, giving them sympathy, but giving them some lovely comments. And then you see someone come here and spamming. So, I thought, how inappropriate is that?
I know.
People need to realize that you wouldn't do that thing generally. So why people think they can get away with that on social media is,
Yeah, exactly. And I don't know that that's going to go away either.
Yeah.
No matter how much we try to do the right thing ourselves, be that good example, it still gets done. You know, even to these big huge these big huge leaders. You know, it's crazy, absolutely
Yeah.
crazy.
Yep. I think if we reach out to people in a general way and treat them like we want to be treated ourselves,
That's key.
it means that you can go back to somebody. Perhaps it might be their birthday, might be the next time you talk to them. But if they've had a good experience with you the first time, they're likely to want to talk to you again. Whereas they think, oh, not that person again. I know what they want me for.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, it's building relationships, you know, regardless of what kind of an industry you're in, you need to be building relationships with your prospects and your customers as well, because then they're going to be loyal to you and they're going to remember you and refer you to other people, refer other people to you as a highly regarded person
Yeah.
to connect with. That's the goal in business. And we have to stop being overwhelmed by all the things the not so nice people are doing. Because the
Yeah.
more energy you give to them, the more they get done.
Mm,
So to me, if you just don't even give them energy,
no.
just ignore them. You know, eventually they'll go away. And I love that. You know, when they spam the comments on a post, if it's a good post, thanks for pushing my post up the feed. You
That's
know, thank you.
absolutely,
You know,
absolutely.
and they don't even know they're doing that. It's like, okay. So,
Yeah.
John, you have any other wise words for us before we go? I really appreciate you being here. Anything that you feel you want to speak now or forever hold your peace?
Well, thank you again for having me. It's been great. It's been great to chat. I mean, we always enjoy each other's company, and we always learn so much from each other.
Yeah.
Um, I think just generally, if I've learned anything, if you don't know how to do this stuff, you need to learn it somehow. And using a coach like yourself or a mentor is a great way of doing that. You get to learn to do things the right way. Being consistent, you've got to work these kind of things on a daily basis if you can, even if it's only half an hour or an hour a day. But start off, and is far better than doing nothing for 4 days and then spending 3 hours doing something, because people need to know that you're there. They need to know that you're contactable and that kind of stuff. So, and then just give yourself grace when you get it wrong, because you will.
Yeah.
And, and um and, and just learn and listen and learn, do a little bit each day. And when you do learn things, actually put them into practice, as opposed to, we've all done it. We've all signed up to training courses and learned all this stuff. But if you're not using it, you lose it. So, take the
Yeah.
little bit of information that you need, put it into practice, learn and tweak along the way, I guess is.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah. Well, thanks, John. So, um, I know Dr. Shelby's here. Did you have any questions or any comments or anything you'd like to bring up, Dr. Shelby? I know you came in a little bit late, but go ahead.
No, no, that's fine. I was very enjoyable. I loved how the conversation flowed, and it was great information.
Great. Thank
Thank
you
you.
so much. Thank you so much. So, those of you that are watching on the replay, as you can tell right now, we are in what we call Be Connected, which is a platform that you can have your virtual meeting room in, and you can do events, and you can create events, and you can host live events like this one right here. Then, when it's done, we'll go back in and I'll change it to a replay, and it'll be in the platform as a replay if you're a member of Be Connected. And if you're not, you can click on that sign up button today and create a free account where you can have a virtual meeting room just like this one, where you can record for an hour and you can have 50 seats in your meeting, and also do some social media content on the platform and make some good connections. And if you feel that it's a beneficial platform for you and it will help you with your business, we have a lot of tools in this platform that's built for you for business building and for monetizing your business, where you can come in here and actually grow your business, not get throttled, not get shut down, but actually sell products that you have to offer. So I thank you so much for being here. Thank you, John. Thank you, Dr. Shelby, for coming in. We appreciate your support, and maybe we'll get to do this again some other time.
Love to. Love to.
All right.
Thank you
Thanks,
again.
everybody.
Okay. Goodbye,
Bye.
everyone. Thank you. Bye now.
Thanks, John. That's great.